Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fox's Best Laid Plans, the planner channel that, much like Lady Gaga, is on the edge. But unlike the rest of that song, it's not of glory. It's just my sanity. Hi. Good morning, everybody. I don't even remember the last time that I updated this. Oh, I did back plan. Hold on. Let's go back. I think the last... I never did this one, though. I just realized I never finished filling in my Vegas week. Wow. Okay, did you see this one? You saw this one, right? Nice, looks cute, right? Then we had Vegas that I never finished updating. Wow, I cannot believe I left that like that. I gotta do that. Okay, anyway, moving on to March. I did my monthly plan, which makes me feel a lot better about life when I do that because it just lays everything out. This was the final days of February, the first week of March. This was last week. Isn't this cute? I found this kit. I had already downloaded it. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna use that. And now we are moving on to the current week, which is Monday, March 13th through Sunday, March 19th. Today is Wednesday, the 15th. I don't know. I've had a rough time, y'all. I want to be like, there's a good reason why I wasn't planning, and there is not. I'm just going through it. So, all right, we have a kit here. It is St. Patrick's Day this week, so I'm sticking with the St. Patrick's Day theme. This is from Pink Planner Shop. It's the Lucky Charm kit. It's very cute. Have some washi tape here. It's just, I don't know, y'all. I'm just on the struggle bus right now. If you work in corporate America, do you find that you no longer have a work-life balance and that you really just, that's not a thing anymore? Because that's what I'm struggling with right now. I was off, the last few days. If you are new here, at my job, we do 7 on, 7 off. So you work 7 days straight and then you have 7 days off, which is nice. I like that working arrangement. I'm used to it now and I don't ever want to go back from it because it's so conducive to things that I love in my life, which are travel. It's not great for distance running, which is another thing in my life that I love, but we make it work. This is already getting so thick. Oh my goodness. The tops and bottoms, because I always put these banners on here. But lately, first of all, we have the ability to dial into work from home, which is seems like, oh, that would be useful, right? But it's useful, but it's also just very stressful because first of all, briefly, they're doing construction outside of our house. And this is my only chance to do this and film this and get my planner set up for the week. So apologies in advance if you're hearing a bunch of beeping and loud ass sounds. That's another part of my life that's going on right now. Another thing that is stressing me out. So anyway, if I have the ability to dial into work and I'm being held responsible and accountable for certain reports and things like that, it's very hard for me personally to turn my brain off and not be focusing on work. And that's a personality trait, I guess, that I need to work on. But especially the last couple days, basically every one of my 7 days off, I was dealing with a work thing. I had my review, we had a conference call, I had to give my partner at work her review, had to go over some new stuff. She's been off on maternity leave, she's back now. And I had to go over with her some things that have changed since she came back. So I was actually in my store. Whoa. Hello, if you are new here, I am a pharmacist. That's the other part of this. I'm a pharmacist. And yeah, so I was dealing with that stuff, and then I was dealing with other work-related things, just work conversations, and then the last 2 days, some metrics and scheduling things, and it's just been stressful. I haven't been able to turn it off, I'm going to use these stickers from last week, so I don't have to just write them on there. when I have to dial in for something, I find it very hard to switch back over to not thinking about and worrying about work mode. So that's, I know, something that I have to work on. And so that's been a problem for me. So I'm just really struggling right now, and I just had so much I wanted to get done over the last couple of days, and I just feel like I couldn't turn my brain off from work, and I really didn't get anything done besides worrying and chatting with work friends. So, this will happen. I'm trying to go easy on myself and be like, you know what, you still did get some things done, and I don't know, y'all. I'm not handling things well right now, and my mental health is not the best right now. But we will get there. We will get there. So let me put this stuff down. Oh, so I am back to work today after I filmed this. I'm back to work. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I start at 9. So back to work today, and in some ways, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I do better when I'm on my work days because I'm like, okay, I'm there and I'm doing things and I'm not worrying because I'm there doing the things, if that makes sense. It sounds very sad, but it is the reality sometimes. So I would like that to not be the reality, but that's going to be a process to get there. All right, so we did bottom for there, we did top for there, so we'll do middle for here. Oh, this is a 2-parter here. Okay. What is this creepy little leprechaun? Weird. So, all right, hold on. Let's drink some coffee. Oh, it's too hot. No, it was just right. It sounded, and when I picked the cup up, I was like, this feels like it's going to be too hot, but it was perfect. So, trying to, oh no, they're not connected. Okay, I thought these two were connected here. They obviously go together. And they should go together, but I thought they were one long piece, and they're not. Anyway, make sure I did that right. So last week was a good week in some ways, for sure. We did our annual St. Patrick's Day bar crawl. Not obviously on St. Patrick's Day, but on St. Patrick's Saturday, which is the day of the parade here in Pittsburgh. And look how cute these little puppies are. We did, that was on Saturday, and normally we go like, oh, I don't know, it's not as big of a deal as our regular, like when we do our pub golf, that's like the big bar crawl in the summer. This is usually like, I don't know, six stops or so, maybe 5 or 6, and we're done by like 3 p.m. And then back when we were younger, we used to go out for round 2. Basically the goal was to like avoid all the drunk people at the parade. So you would like go in the morning while they were at the parade, and then as soon as they started to like be making their way into town to keep drinking, then you'd be like, okay, we're gonna go home, take a nap, and then we would go back out, because we were young and we could do those things. And the last time that we did it was actually the day before the lockdowns. So it was March 14th, 2020, and the lockdowns began. I guess technically they announced the lockdowns that day, and the lockdowns didn't actually start for COVID until Monday or Sunday at midnight or something like that. But anyway, that was the last time we went. 2021, not everybody was vaccinated, so we didn't want to plan any big events. In 2022, we got 8 inches of snow, and it was like really high winds as well, so we did not go out for that. I don't know why they only gave 4. Don't most people work 5 days a week? Right? I don't know why they only gave 4, but anyway. Oh, it's very pretty sunrise out there. I didn't know that. Nice. Very unique. So we did not do last year because of the weather. So this was our first one back since 2020, since the lockdowns. And the previous like couple years before that, nope, 9 to 5. We didn't stay out. We didn't do the second round in the evening. And this year, I don't know what happened, but we started at 8 a.m. and we didn't get home until 8 p.m. It was not, I don't know. just wrote work next to the word work, whatever. Oh, now I have to keep doing it though. Work, 9 to 7. I was all excited because these little stickers said work on them, and then I wrote work in anyway. My brain right now, we need more of this coffee, clearly. So anyway, the bar crawl was like super duper fun. Like we had a great time. Basically the reason we stayed out later than expected was because we had a couple people join later who were like doing other stuff, and then they were like, well, I can make it out now. And I'm like, oh, okay, we got to rally because I want to see these people that we haven't seen in a while. So that was like the reason that we stayed out late, but it was too old for that. I am definitely too old for that. Okay, so today I work. I have to run after work today and tomorrow because I was supposed to run yesterday and it was fucking freezing. It was the most snow we have gotten. Let's put this here to mark the snow. We really didn't get any snow in February. I don't think we got any snow that stuck. And we didn't really get, like in the city, we just got like a dusting, but it was just like flurrying all day and it was so cold and windy and it was just like not the stuff. Don't love it. Am I going down this route now? I have to fill in this. There we go. What did I do Monday and Tuesday? I like tidied the house up a little bit. Last night, okay, I'll put in what we did last night. We went to see, well, okay, so when we got home, let's work backwards. We got home, we watched more, we're watching the Murdaugh Murders series, docu-series on Netflix. Holy fuck, what a mess. Netflix. I don't want just to say murders. That will be bad. Ooh, is that a, oof, just makes you feel yucky watching it. But it's fascinating. You know how that goes. If you like serial killer movies and true crime stuff, you're like, oh God, this is horrifying, but I'm so like, I have to keep watching to find out what happens. But last night we went to see the production of Six. Oh God, I'm gonna do this poorly. At the Benedum. It was part of the Broadway series, and speaking of the Broadway series, I have to get tickets for my mom and I are gonna go see the Tina Turner musical on Easter. There's tickets available for that night. So, so Six is like the story of Henry VIII's 6 wives or 6 ex-wives, I guess. It's really cute. It's only 80 minutes. There's no intermission. It's more like a concert than like a musical with scenes and stuff, but it's very, I didn't know anything really about any of the wives and their stories, and I don't know, it's got a good girl power finish, so always like that. So that's what we went to see last night, so that was really cool. If it's coming to your town, I do recommend it. I would recommend, though, to get yourself familiar with the source material first. I am old, and sometimes I have a hard time whenever a musical makes, so, you know, there's 2 types of musicals. There's the one that like the music is just like added in and it doesn't really advance the plot, and then there's the one where like the plot unfolds during the songs. If it is that kind of musical, it benefits me to have listened to the music and read the lyrics beforehand, because sometimes I have a hard time following it, especially depending on where you're sitting in the theater and how the sound is and everything in the mix. So I kind of had that problem last night, that like some of it I was like, I know I'm missing details. So I kind of wanted to look some stuff up. The one of the wives is from Germany, and it's like this like techno dance number that I loved the music, but I could not understand the words at all. I think the mix was off where we were sitting. I was like, I better look it up because I'm not clear what happened. But we went to Eddie Merlot's and we just got appetizers. They have like their regular restaurant, and then they have their lounge, which is like where the bar is. You can get reservations in the lounge, and then you'll have a server come to your table and everything, which is what we did. But then they have a lounge menu that has like these appetizers that you can only get in there, and one is these filet mignon sliders, and they're really good, like little sandwiches with filet mignon and french fries on the side. So that's what we got. Rather than getting a full big old meal, we just got some appetizers there, so that was yummy. What else did I do yesterday? Stressed, very anxious, worried about things. I just had a rough day yesterday. It was not the stuff I do not recommend my brain to anybody right now. I just had a rough, I don't know. You know, when I was a kid, I thought I was going to be a rockette someday. And instead, I am a person who dials into work on their days off and worries. Not how I envisioned this going in my life, you know? Anyway, so let's see, what else did we do this week? We went to the Cage on Monday. Whoa. Oh, Layla had a vet appointment. My poor Layla Grace has an ear infection. She's got 2 infections in one ear. Yes, I'm talking about you. Your ear is sick, huh? You baby. You baby. Yeah, so she had to go to the vet. So we were at the vet for like an hour because they had to do like cytology. And I really fucked that letter C up. Here we go. It's on writing on top of a sticker on the other page. That's why. So they had to do like, you know, analyze. So she was itching with both ears. Basically, like I said, we're having this construction outside. And last week they were like at the bottom of the hill for like a week or 2 weeks. Now they're directly across from our house. Last Wednesday morning, husband and I both woke up with headaches, just like sinuses really fucked up, and Layla started like scratching her ear really badly. So I think she was like having allergies to what was going on, but she kept fussing with it and like putting her toe in her ear to scratch it. And I think that's what happened. She probably cut her ear and had something in her toes. And yeah, so now it's an infection, but it's just really been, this construction's really like been doing a number on our health. It's not good. So we ended up taking her to the vet, but it was like a whole hour because they had to check. They swabbed both ears. The left ear is fine. I mean, it's like irritated, and so they gave her an allergy shot. But the right ear has a bacterial and a yeast infection. So she's got like ear drops that we have to do twice a day for 2 weeks. And then she's on like a week of steroids, and poor baby. And then like, she is a sleeper. Like, she will sleep in until you force her to get up and go downstairs for breakfast. And this morning at like 5:30, she started crying, and I was like, what the heck's going on? And I was just getting up and starting to do my stuff. And then like all of a sudden I hear tears from downstairs, and I'm like, what the hell? She went down in the pitch dark and stood by the door and cried because she had to go potty so badly. And that happens with the steroids. But I felt so bad because she never gets up. Like, you have to like wake her up and be like, Layla, it's time to go. We're going somewhere special. My poor nugget. I feel so bad. So, okay. The only other thing I'm going to fill in for the week, I have a long run on Sunday. I have 10 miles, starting to build back up. We are going on Saturday to Attack Theater, which is a local dance company. They're doing, I don't know what to call it. It's called Rock, Paper, Sizzle is the name of the event. But they're going to have like dance performances, and they're going to have DJs, they're going to have cocktails. Like, I don't know what to expect because they really did not give us a lot of detail. But every time we've gone to one of their events, it's been really fun. It starts at 7:30. I did not spring for that. We could have gone at 6:30 for the VIP tickets, but they were like really expensive. And I was like, no, we're going to do the regular tickets. So we're going to that on Saturday. I do have like a 3-mile run to do after work before that starts. Sunday, I have my long run. I'll put that in later. Friday, I don't think we have anything going on. And then Thursday, so we are donors to the Cultural Trust, and that's who puts on the shows downtown, like that we saw last night. And they will do like a free cast party or after party. So like after the show is done, and then like we went to the one for Rent. Oh God, years ago. When the heck was that? The Pens were in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's all I remember. But Rent was here, and Anthony Rapp and Adam Pascal were here actually performing Rent. And so they had the cast party afterwards, and like you could meet them and get your picture taken with them. I did not, because I am just like too nervous around celebrities, but it's cute, especially too, like whenever they have this, and then it's like something that kids like I imagine tomorrow night, if we do end up going to it, there will be kids that like want to meet the dancers and stuff, and meet the performers from the show and get their picture taken with it. Like, I've seen like little kids come dressed like the character, you know, like that kind of stuff. So it's kind of neat. It's a fun thing. And they're free because we're donors to the Cultural Trust. And then they have like snacks and cocktails and music and stuff. So that is tomorrow night. I'm waiting to hear back. We put in an application for tickets, but I haven't gotten the final information yet. Speaking of tickets, today, the Cure tickets go on sale. Don't forget, well, if you're watching this, you've already missed your chance. Get your tickets for the Cure. I set an alarm in my phone because of course it's gonna be when I'm at work. I'm gonna like run into the closet. You had to do the VIP fan pre-sale or whatever the hell that was, and then they gave us a code, and then today at 10 a.m. we can put the code in and we can get our tickets. We are trying to go to the Cure's show in Boston because that's the only part of the North American tour that I'm not working. Good time. So I'm working everything we could drive to. So we're gonna have to fly to Boston. So I haven't been back to Boston. I used to live there, and when I was in college for a summer, I lived there. I haven't been back. 2010 maybe was the last time I was back in Boston. So it should be interesting. Wow, it really was like 2009 or 2010 was the last time I was in Boston. That's kind of crazy. That is 13 or more years ago. Wow. So anyway, this is the basics of my plan for the week. Like I said, when I'm back on my work rotation, sometimes it's hard to know how the evenings are going to go because sometimes I will come home and I will just be like, I need to just eat dinner, do my workout, and go to bed. But we'll see. So this is the setup for the week, and I'll keep filling it out every day. Having my planner done just sets my mind in such a better place, and I don't know why. It's so hard for me to do this thing that I know will be helpful to me. You know, I always put this off because I'm like, I should do this other stuff. I should do this other stuff. Or I'm worrying about work, or I'm logging into work. I need to make the time to do the planner. I know I always say that, but it's true. I need to make the time to do the planner because that sets my brain up for the week and it makes me feel better. So I feel a little bit better right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new here. And as always, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I will see you in my next video.